Hi everyone, if you are new here, my name is Nancy. In today's class, we are going to be learning how to make this stylish handkerchief skirt. So for this skirt, I made use of an Ankara print fabric and the amount of fabric I used in achieving this skirt is 4 yards. So let's draft out the pencil skirt first. I folded my fabric into two and I further folded the fabric into two again. So this is going to be the center front of the skirt, while this part will be the center back for the zipper allowance. So on the side here, I left 1.5-inch zipper allowance. So I folded the fabric this way so I'll be able to cut both my front piece and the back piece of the skirt. Now, I'm going to draw my waistline at the top of the fabric here. Now, every other measurement will be taken from this line. So from your waistline, place the tape to mark your hip line. Now draw a straight line across this point you marked. From the waistline again, place your tape measure to mark the length of your skirt. I marked 28 inches, so just make sure that the length of your skirt is below your knee and not above your knee. Now I'm going to draw a straight line across this point I marked. So this skirt will not be having a dart on the waist. On the center front of the waistline, place your tape to mark your waist measurement divided by 4. And since it's a dartless skirt, add only 1.5-inch sewing allowance to the side. Now, on the hip line, place your hip measurement divided by 4 and then you add 1.5-inch sewing allowance to the side. Now, on the waistline, take the measurements you have with the sewing allowance included. For me, it's 8 inches. I'm going to place this 8 inches on the hemline. So do the same for your measurements. Now, I'm going to use the curved side of my ruler to connect the waist to meet the hip. Now, connect the hip to meet the hem. So this is our basic pencil skirt. Now we are going to cut the skirt. At the top of the waistline, leave 0.5-inch allowance while cutting. Now go ahead to cut the side of the skirt and the hem of the skirt. So once you've achieved your pencil skirt, you are going to manipulate this skirt into the shape you want. At the bottom, from the center front, place your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. My nipple to nipple measurement is 6, so divided by 2 is 3. So from center front, mark your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Mark the same point on the hip line as well. Then use your straight ruler to connect these 2 points together. At the side of the waistline, place your tape measure to mark 5 inches. Now you are going to use a curve to connect this point you just marked to meet the straight line. So you can use your free hand to do this or your ruler. So I decided to use my free hand because it looks better this way. So just connect it in such a way that it enters the straight line. Now we are going to cut out this part, and while cutting, add 0.5-inch stitching allowance to the side. After cutting, keep this part aside because we are going to use it later on to get the length of the gathers that will be attached to the side of the skirt. On the center front of the waist, come down by 1 inch, then connect this 1 inch you came down by to the side of the waist at the top. Use the side of your ruler that is slightly curved to connect them together, and this would be the true waistline. Now you are going to cut this out. So the waist in front is a bit deeper than the waist at the back. So this is a bandless skirt, so we need to cut out a facing for the waist of this skirt so that it becomes very neat after stitching. So I'll be using this hip line as a guide in cutting out the facing. So for the facing of the front, you are going to fold your fabric into two. Make sure that the selvage end that is very neat is at the bottom so that you can place the hip line directly on it. But if your fabric does not have a neat selvage edge, you can actually fold and stitch it before placing. So following the shape, cut your facing from your waist to the hip line like I've done here. Open the front piece of the skirt. Place the right side of the facing on the right side of the front piece. So you can see that the end of the facing is neat because I used the selvage end. Now, what you are going to do is stitch the waistline by 0.5-inch and the sides by half of an inch as well. Now for the back pieces, also fold your fabric into two and then place the back piece on it. Make sure that the selvage end is on the hip line of your back piece. Then you go ahead to cut the facing following the shape from waist to the hip line. Now place the right side of your facing on the right side of the back pieces. Head over to your sewing machine to stitch the waistline and the side as well. So once you have done this, you are going to turn the front and back pieces to the right side of the fabric. Give each pieces a quick press. Now place the two back pieces on each other like this, and then fold the front piece into two, then place it on the back piece. So the excess fabric at the center back would be the zipper allowance. Now from the waistline on the center back, I placed the tape to mark 9 inches, which would be the opening for the zipper. Now from this 9 inches, you are going to make a straight stitch all the way down to the hem. After stitching, flat iron the seam allowance. Then you head over to the sewing machine to fold the hem by half of an inch and further fold it by half of an inch to stitch. And you do the same thing on the center front. Fold the hem by half inch and further fold by half inch to stitch the hem. After stitching the hem, head over to the sewing machine to fix your zipper. Now the zipper has been fixed. You are going to place your front piece of the skirt on the back piece of the skirt, and then you pin them together. On the waist, mark your round waist measurement divided by 2. So since the allowance I shared on both sides is 1.5 inch, I would also mark this 1.5 inch on this side as well. Now you are going to head over to your sewing machine to stitch the sides together. After stitching the sides together, turn the fabric to the right side. Now we are done with the center part of the skirt. So we are going to bring back this part that was cut out initially when we drafted the pencil skirts. Now you're going to notice that this part I brought now is now bigger and it wouldn't fit in properly. So what you're going to do is make sure that the hem of both sides are aligned together, just like you see me doing. And this will help every other part to sit properly. Once you have done this, you place your tape at this point to the hem to mark the length. What I have here is 21 inches. This simply means that the length of my gathers would be 21 inches. Now for the width of the gathers, I'm going to open up the center of the skirt this way to measure from this hem all the way to the side and back to the second hem. What I have here is 48 inches altogether on one side. Now for the gathers, you need to cut out a separate fabric for that. So since I measured the width of my gathers to be 48 inches, I would measure the width of my fabric to be 48 inches and add another extra 48 inches again. So whatever you measured for the width of your gathers, you are going to double it. So what I did now was just to show you how I doubled it. 48 inches plus another 48 inches. So that will be enough for me to create my gathers around that curved part I measured. So once you've measured the width of your fabric and you've cut it out, you're now going to fold this fabric into two equal halves, borders to borders on each other, just like I've done here. So to measure the length of the gathers, remember that when I measured the length of the gathers on the side of the skirt, it was 21 inches. Now I'll place my tape on this folded fabric here to measure the length. What I have here is 22.2 inches, which is very okay. By the time I sew the edges of my fabric, it will become 21 inches. So since I've gotten the width of my fabric correctly and I've gotten the length of my fabric, then I'll go ahead to open the center fold of this fabric so that it becomes two separate fabric. So one of this fabric would be attached on one side of the skirt and the other part would be attached on the second part of the skirt. So you can see that it's actually very easy. Now we have two separate fabric. You would head over to your sewing machine to sew the four edges of this fabric separately. So you fold it half of an inch and further fold by half of an inch to sew all the edges. After you are done sewing the edges of each fabric, this is how it should be. Now to mark where you want your gathers to stop, you place your tape on this part to mark 9 inches. If you want your gathers to be higher than mine, then you can mark 7 inches. Now notch the parts you marked. Now bring one part of the fabric you stitched. Place the end of the fabric on the hem of the skirt like this. Then you pin together. Now you keep pinning till you get to that point where you notched. And when you get to that point you notch, you stop pinning. Get the other end of this same fabric, place it on the hem of the back piece of the skirt. You pin the hem together, and then you keep pinning till you get to that point you notched. So once you are done pinning this part, you would realize that you still have excess fabric on this part. So this excess fabric here is what will be pleated on the remaining parts of the skirt you didn't pin. So let's start by stitching from the hem of the skirt to the point you notched. And when you get to the point you notch, you stop stitching. Now I'm going to take out the fabric this way and then continue stitching from the other end. So you would continue stitching again from this hem to the point that you notched. When you get to the part that was notched, you stop stitching. Now I'm going to take the skirt to the table. So you can see that I stitched from the hem to the point that was notched. So these two parts that was notched on the side, you bring them together, and then you'd obviously see the excess fabric that is left for you to gather. Then you fold the fabric into two to notch the center. So this will help you to get the center of the excess fabric. Now place this notched part directly on the side line of the skirt. This is the waist of the skirt, so you are placing it on this line here. So once you place this notch part, you pin them together. Now the excess that is left here would be pleats on the remaining parts here, and the excess that is left on this other side would also be pleats on this other part as well. So I'm going to head over to my sewing machine to pleat it. You can pleat, you can gather, it depends on how you want yours to be. Since you stop stitching on that point you notched, so you're going to continue stitching from there. You don't need to start from the hem again. So from that point you notched, just start pleating the excess fabric on it. So I've pleated this part completely, and I've gotten to that point I pinned on the side of the skirt. So I'll continue pleating the other excess fabric on this side. So this would make the pleat to be evenly spread. So I've gotten to the other notched end, and this is how your skirt should be after joining this part. Remember that we still have the second part for the gathers, so you are going to join it exactly the same way I explained this part. So we have come to the end of this tutorial, and this is the final outcome of the skirt. If you found this tutorial helpful, do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more.